Hello everybody and welcome back to Sandy Bay. Yesterday I asked everyone what you want me to do before the end on single player, as we only have this episode and one episode next week. And yeah, slurry spreading was one of the suggested things, which was very highly suggested actually. So as we have a field which needs to be done, we might as well do some. We need to go and fill it up over at Sandy Bay Farm, and then we're going to go back over to field number 5, which was our oat field. That is now just stubble, and we can do anything with it we want to. So if we go and spread some slurry on it, then that will at least get the fertilisation process started before it's cultivated. There's field 20, growing nicely, ready for our big silage harvest. So yes, let's just go over to Sandy Bay Farm, fill this up, get spreading. Don't know how much it's going to use, but we'll just do that field. And then if we have time to, we'll probably go over to Willow Farm with the bale shredder and give our cows and pigs some more bedding over there. Unless it was the milk cows that need it. Can't remember exactly, going to have a look. But I know that at least one animal needs to have some more bedding, so that is what we'll do after this. Because slurry spreading is quite a popular thing to do, we'll keep this spreader in the game for multiplayer, we won't remove it. I think probably in episode 50 next week we'll probably go and sell quite a lot of the mod tractors, because we're not going to carry those over into multiplayer. I would love to, but I get so many complaints when I do that, because obviously for some reason a lot of people have trouble downloading certain mods, and it is true, download links can break and mods can become unavailable, so I'm going to limit it to the amount of mods we can have. We will have some, but just not loads. Obviously I don't want it to be really boring, so we might carry the Massey Ferguson pack over, because that is such a good pack. That tractor's engine is just running, need to go and turn it off. But yes, let's just get this filling. When it's filling we can go and turn it off. I think the John Deere is a fitting tractor for the job, so that is what we're using today. We'll leave it to it. Let's just go and switch the Massey Ferguson off. It's only been running for a few minutes. I started up just to move it out of the way. Right, 50% full. And while it's doing that, we might as well check and see which animal it is that needs more bedding. Right, yes, it is these cows here, the milk cows. They have got no straw at all, so we'll have to do them. And the others, they've got some, so we'll leave that as it is. So yes, these cows here, we're going to have to give a few bales to. Just wondering if we actually have any bales up here, because we're obviously going to need some. We've got a hay bale over there, but straw bales, I don't think we do, so we're going to have to bring some back. The best thing to do is probably to take a tractor up there with the Marshall trailer and bring a load back. Anything we don't use we can just store again. Cow gates are shut. I think whatever tractor is nearest to the Marshall trailer can tow it, as long as it's not the New Holland, because the New Holland can't tow it. It has way too many problems with it. So obviously it's going to be a Massey Ferguson. Where did I put it? Oh no, it's already over there. In that case, we'll use the 6616. I know I use the Massey Fergusons quite a lot, but they are very good tractors. I use what I like, so yeah, if I never use a type of tractor, it's usually because I don't like it. Although, having said that, Fendt, I do like Fendt, and I do need to use some more Fendt in the future. Probably for our next series on Knaveswell. So we'll take this over to field number 5, we'll stop this at the field, and then we'll continue on to Willow Farm and pick up the bales. You know, the amount of episodes I've done on this map, 49 to be precise, I've never actually seen Willow Farm from here. Didn't even notice it was on top of the hill there. That just shows how unobservant I am. Oh dear, seriously, I need to pay more attention in future. I think I've done about 60 hours or something on this map and never noticed that. Having said that though, I have looked down on the other farm, so I should really have noticed. Anyway, let's turn left here. We'll drop this tractor off. Oh look, down here, this is somewhere I've never been to. We'll have to block the road temporarily. No way am I going to finish this map without coming down here. I've never driven down here. And I don't know why. We should have bought field 15 and harvested that instead. Yeah, I think this is where you sell the eggs down here. I've always seen the turning, I've seen the junction to get down here, but never really thought, let's go down there. I don't know why, I really don't. Although, having said that, I kind of recognise this. Maybe I did come here in the first look video. Yeah, that's where you sell the eggs. It's because we don't really do eggs too much. Have we got any? We have, for £136. Which actually, for eggs, is pretty good. And there's a gold coin here as well. Oh, 2 gold coins. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't been here more. We'll have to come in here in multiplayer and do some mowing and harvesting and stuff. I can imagine this map being a fantastic map for silage harvesting. Anyway, let's just drop this tractor off. I don't think the Massey Ferguson is following. It seems to have stopped at the green lights, unusually. But that's okay, because we can just drive it to Willow Farm from there. Who knows, it might start to follow us. But we'll just put this into field 5 so it's out of the way. There's no traffic on this road though, but might as well put it in the field. That's our field on the left. It really is not big. Although it did take forever to harvest with the Dominator. Park it here. Switch the engine off and go over to the Massey Ferguson, which has totally lost our track now because it has actually just sat at the traffic lights. Here it is, just as the lights turn red. So we're going to have to wait now. I'm pretty sure I put it in here. There it is. And this is actually a really good opportunity to clear up those round bales. Because they're a mess. So we'll get these bales loaded up. And while we're doing that, just want to discuss what mods I should put on the multiplayer server when we do this map. And the ones which I was really considering was the Massey Ferguson pack, the Marshall pack, and the New Holland free DLC, which obviously anyone can download. Not fully decided yet, but that is just what I've got in my mind. Might be more. It's just I don't want to overdo it too much. But these are our bales, they're all on, so let's head back to field 5. We'll park this up in the field, and then we'll be able to take everything back together and then give our cows some straw. And we need to go right out of here. Here we are at our field number 5. Park this up at the edge. Somewhere where it can't get splattered with slurry. And we'll start work. This really shouldn't take too long, unless we have to refill it, because obviously that's quite a long way to go. But it is, I think it's an 18,500 litre tank, which is obviously quite big. And the working width is 15 metres, so fairly impressive really for a slurry spreader. Really don't know how quickly it's going to use this. I would have thought we will have to fill it up, but we'll have to see. Yeah, that is definitely working. I can smell it now. Yes, looking at the rate that's going down, we're definitely going to have to fill this up. We might have to even buy a tanker, because that will still be used in multiplayer. Buy a tanker to fill everything up really quickly. Otherwise we're going to be going backwards and forwards so many times. It looks like you can do about a third of the field at a time, so technically we'll have to fill this up 3 times. We're definitely going to buy a tanker. It will really come in handy. %, remaining, and then we're done. We'll have to refill. Just 2% left. Okay, let's go and get a tanker. We should probably take this back to the yard, then we can use this tractor to actually pull the tanker with. And here we are back at our main yard. Just noticed the fuel level, only got 50 litres left. So we'll soon be on the red light. Now we're going to have to obviously shred one of these bales for the bedding. So if I just position the trailer here, then we'll have plenty of space to work. And we'll also detach these bales. I will just have to set the unload positioning to onto the trailer. And that should be okay. Next, we need to possibly rent the tanker actually, because then we'll have more money for the next episode, and then we'll buy one properly in multiplayer. Right, I went for the biggest one. I think it's the biggest one, because we might need a fair bit, and certainly in another field we'll need a lot more. These cows like to produce their slurry, so we need something to move it in. That's the dolly on, and now for the actual tanker. There we go. Let's see if we've actually got enough in storage to be able to fill this. I think it's 30,000 litres, so that is quite a big tank. See if I can get close enough. Right, let's see how much we've got. Interestingly, I've just noticed in the control panel on the left hand side it says we have 34,000 litres remaining, so we'll definitely have enough to fill this tanker. And there we go, 30,000 litres of slurry. Wow, that is full. And there is approximately 20,000 litres remaining, 19,500 to be exact, but let's take this while it's just still heavy. But the Massey Ferguson has power. It can pull it up here. So here we are with our delivery of slurry. Let's get it reloaded so we can get this field completed. And we are full. Let's continue. And I would say that was about halfway across. So we've got a bit longer to go yet. We should have enough in the tank though. And we are pretty much finished. There really is not much left, just this bit in front, but we've only got 8% left in the tank, so it's slightly worrying. Oh, so close. Yeah, I think we have actually done it. Good. So that is our slurrying done for today. What we need to do now is take everything back to the farm, and then we just need to go and give the cows some bedding, and we'll be done. Okay, so we're back at the yard. We don't want to block in the Merlot, so I think if we drop off the tanker here, obviously stop the John Deere, otherwise it's going to come crash into the back of us. Yeah, we'll put the tanker just here, and then we can use the Merlot to load up our bale shredder, which is just around here. And then we'll be able to give the cows a bale. And then at least they'll have some bedding, even if it is just one bale. Now the way I did this before was to go slightly down here, because then if you get it wrong, the bale still rolls into the back. If you put it on a slope going the other way, it just rolls away from you, and it can be really frustrating. So I think if I put it about there, that'll probably be the best thing. Let's go and turn the John Deere engine off and get the Merlot started. So we do need to find the bale spike, as we have the pallet forks on at the moment. The pallet forks would work, but it just doesn't seem right. So we need to just find the spike. Not sure where I've put it. It shouldn't be too far. Probably somewhere where I've blocked it in. Nope, that's the log grab. I'm going to have to go for a hunt. Finally, I found the bale spike. It was actually at the other yard, so we've got it now, but yeah, it'd be handy if we had two. Didn't think I was ever going to find it, and then I looked on the info page and saw it was over at Willow Farm. Anyway, we'll take the back bale, put that into the shredder, which seems to have moved. It's actually slid this way a bit. Hopefully I can still get it in. If not, I'm going to have to straighten it up, because that is not very good. Yep, that is not the best. As long as it can shred it, then it's fine. So let's go around here, and then we'll work our way in. There we go, they have some bedding again. I'm sure they'll be very pleased. Although the bale has got stuck. There we go. Brilliant. So they have at least one bale's worth of straw on the ground. That also means that they're going to have plenty of manure, because we need the manure for spreading, instead of using the artificial fertiliser so much. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed episode 49 out of 50 until multiplayer. We will return for one episode next week, but then after that we are going to finish single player. So really do hope you've enjoyed the series. I certainly have done. It's been brilliant. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the final episode. See you again soon. Bye for now.